Hey everyone, and welcome back to Psychonauts. We're the Wanderbots. We're going in this room. This room is kind of creepy and padded walls and stuff, with weird runes and everything.
As an update from last time, he got enough of those, what were they? The arrowheads?
Yeah, psychic arrowhead, so now we have a crow feather, which I have no idea what it does. And we have the cobweb duster. It looks funny. Can I use it?
It looks like
whatever.
A mix between an egg beater and a vacuum.
Yep, well, so we got that, and then we came back here to get power-ups, and then, Cruller? Whatever his name is. Told us to come. So...
You're the only one left, son.
Brainless.
Can't even make a connection with Sasha or Mia right now for some reason.
Sasha said he had some official Psychonauts business.
Impossible. I would know it if they did. No, something's happened to them. Rasputin, listen. You're the only one who can stop Oleander now.
What about you?
I can't leave this cave, Rasputin. Not as the Ford Cruller you know.
What? Why?
Years ago, I was in a terrible psychic duel that left me barely alive.
Yeah, I read about that. They said your psyche was shattered, that you lost your mind. But you seem fine to me.
Yes, when I'm down here near the Titanium mother lode. The concentrated power of the Titanium pulls my thoughts together, keeps me like my old self. But if I leave this sanctuary, my psyche becomes disjointed, and I fall into one of my other personalities, with no memory of who I really am. I'd be no use to you unless you needed something raked or mopped.
Well, you can call headquarters and get help.
The Psychonauts won't listen to me. They wrote me off as a loon years ago. That's why Sasha and Mia have to take on all my missions. Headquarters doesn't know I'm the one behind the assignment, so they'd never get approved. But Sasha and Mia seem to be out of commission now. You have to be my field agent, Rasputin. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good. You have to find where that monster took the girl. And if you locate any of the other children's brains along the way, bring them back to me for recranialization. Understand?
Ew. I mean, yes, sir.
So now you're just going to bring back everyone's brains?
Yep. So we gotta go find their brains, scattered about wherever.
Now, is it one of those things where you can gather 3 or 4 at a time and come back at your leisure, or do you have to gather them one at a time and only carry one back?
No. You can gather them at your leisure. In fact, I think as soon as you collect them, they just get zooped out of the way. We're going to the lake, right? Right.
It's time, yes.
So, we can go back into the Night Guard's mind. Or the Milkman's mind, I don't know. I don't know his identity, really.
Now, where would their brains be?
I'm not gonna spoil anything.
Okay. Just, I was wondering if by scattered, like, it meant around camp or somewhere else.
Somewhere else.
That's good.
Up ahead.
Prepare yourself for passage, human child.
More or less, they're in that insane asylum. But where they are and what they're doing is hilarious, kind of.
I can't imagine the air inside that thing would be nice to breathe in.
I'm thinking back to the movie Where the Wild Things Are, and, you know, it was a shit-awful movie, but it was hilarious when the one guy ate the kid to save him from his rampaging sister. Or no, the sister ate the kid to save...
From the rampaging friend that was his best friend.
Well...
That had gotten angry at him.
No, it was the rampaging younger brother. Okay, whatever. Semantics on a terrible movie, not really worth doing. Let's get back in this guy's mind. I love the entry and exit animations for everybody. And I like it that they did it custom for all of them. Like him complaining about not another tracking device. Since I had never left that guy's mind before, I actually had never even heard of that before. So...
Cobweb duster?
Not useful here. So, I don't remember, are we supposed to clairvoyance him first? Or... Oh. trying to remember. So...
Carl, I think something turned blue when you put the body near it.
Oh, that's just the door. It's interactable.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
See, this is me moving around.
Oh.
So, the weird question mark thing is Rasputin. And through his vision, you can see an exit.
Wasn't there a picture on the wall?
No. I don't... I'll just break stuff? I
See,
don't know.
that was him.
I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, let's exit. But yeah, so he could see where we are. Maybe I can just go out?
They're watching all the time.
Okay. Now, how am I gonna find some creepy graveyard in this nice, normal neighborhood?
I love this level. Okay, so I guess I was doing something wrong. I was supposed to go outside.
Was he peeking or was something peeking?
Something is peeking. I would say it's him, but there are other houses with the exact same thing that shows up.
So is this just like
See, there's another one.
nice neighborhood, but everyone's paranoid and defensive?
Kind of, yeah. Oh, there's shit on top of his house. Spying things, lots of figments. So, if it isn't immediately obvious, this entire level is kind of weird suburban paranoia in theme.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome. See those helicopters flying around?
Yep.
They're spy cameras.
Well, I suppose with the NSA, we...
Don't let them hear you.
Sorry.
I don't know the point of punching the trash cans. It is kind of funny to watch, though. So there's the teleporty things.
Maybe there's things inside?
Maybe. I think there's something to do with the mailbox.
Are you following me?
Hey, are you
wait.
following me?
Hold on. Goodbye.
Woo!
So, it's not immediately obvious, but actually, hold on. I'm just going to do something terrible. I think this is largely unnecessary, but I'm going to do it anyway. But there are people in the trash cans.
What?
Yeah, you can go up and talk to the trash cans. Notice? Camera?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know you could, like, throw them away. That's kind of cool, actually. See? Took a picture of me as it was falling to whatever it was death. But there are a lot of figments all over the place. The flamingo.
Flamingo.
See if I can... Oops.
Nope.
Goodbye, flamingo.
Woo!
Goodbye forever. So, I don't know if there's anything to be gained by launching them off into the wild blue yonder, but it's funny. But notice more eyes peeking at us.
Mm-hmm. I had a science teacher obsessed with flamingos.
Ah.
All over her room.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Also,
Nice thing was, if I drew her pictures of flamingos on the back of my test, I would get an extra point.
I had a teacher that was obsessed with Beanie Babies. In much the same way.
I have a lot of Beanie Babies.
And so do I. I don't know why
I've never seen your Beanie Babies.
They're in the attic. I don't know
Aww.
if there's anything even in here. The problem is everything's like awkward camera angles.
Mm-hmm.
So like there could be shit here, and I guess I can just break the furniture? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna leave. I think it's pretty much a bust. It's kind of hard to control
What
from
was
that
on that
angle.
table, though?
It was. I think it was a cigarette tray. But if you notice, their eyes peering, but there's nobody in the house. I don't know. I just like how everything is set up. Let's see.
Huh.
Well, let's dive for it. Oh, right. This thing.
A stop sign?
Yeah, it's not immediately useful, but it will be. There's just crap in the fridges and more figments.
On the
Unfortunately.
table. The pink table.
Oh, yep. Hard to see.
It was pink.
Nice eye.
No, I know. I saw it when it was glowing atop the table.
But now I have the stop sign, which... Here. Luckily, you can still use items as normal, even when doing your normal platforming stuff, which I didn't actually even know that was possible until I was going around with the dowsing rod to get all the psychic arrowheads. I'm super glad you can, because it's kind of a pain in the... It would be a pain in the ass, you know, picking up and putting away stuff.
Oh, hey. He's using it as a shovel?
It is very hot here, working up. Hello, fellow road crew worker. Welcome to the road crew.
Ugh, he's creepy.
So I am part of the road crew. You need the sign to get past, otherwise you can't pass that orange line.
Cobweb.
Let's see. Okay, I can put it away. So now I've got the cobweb duster. Let's see. Yep. Can suck that up. So there are a lot of areas in here that aren't plot relevant, but you more or less need the cobweb duster to get all of them.
Aww.
Whoops. Can I make that? No, but I can make the flamingo spin, which is hilarious.
And its head moves, too.
Yeah, but there are cameras that even come out of the bushes.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I don't know. I just like the weird-ass, suburban paranoia aesthetic that this level has.
Just reminds me of all of those, neighborhood watch signs that you see in some neighborhoods.
Oh, yeah, those creep me out a little bit.
The fact that it looks like just some sly caper.
Yeah, have you ever actually had... Well, yeah, that. But have you ever actually had, semi... Come on, open it up. Okay, good. I was having trouble opening this door open. But have you ever had a neighbor that's, overly anal about the neighborhood watch type stuff?
No.
Oh, I've generally... Thank goodness it's Friday. Okay. Luckily, you can use platforming stuff to get through here without, falling to your death. Anything like that. Did I see a figment over there? No. God, the perspective on this entire place is absolute nonsense.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, it is. I love it. I love it that the road is clearly just screwy beyond all repair. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to hit the timer, so I have no idea how far we are into this episode. Oh well, I'll just get to something semi-relevant and we'll call it a day and pick it up next.
Did the flamingo have a camera?
Oh yeah, everything has a camera. Mailboxes, trash cans. What the hell is this thing?
A lamp?
It's like weird modern art. Unfortunately, none of that. Oh yeah, it is a lamp. Ugh. It is kind of annoying that you have to go through multiple different camera angles to see everything and get all the... Get back here. Okay, how do I get out? Okay, this is how I get out.
Yeah, that's the door.
Hey, I can still punch things while holding an item. That's useful. Road crew.
But it sounded like you had a story and you actually didn't tell it.
What was I telling?
The neighborhood watch paranoia.
Oh, right. In California, I lived in California for a couple of years for, anybody watching this. And it wasn't a big deal there, but, sometimes the neighborhood parents would get, really weird and anal about stuff. So, I can't get in.
Were they putting... Oh, those are
They got shears. I need shears to get in. Otherwise, I get put in jail. I've never actually tried that before. But instead, you just hop across here. But, the next-door neighbor lady, or she was across the street. She wasn't... Oh. I now can set things on fire faster. Or better. I'm not terribly sure. But she wasn't particularly anal about stuff, but, every once in a while, something weird would happen.
A trash can would get knocked over.
Oh.
that kind of stuff.
I just remember she was just kind of this weird, overbearing lady. It wasn't that big of a deal, but just her kids were absolute terrors. And so she could, terrorize people, and, her kids could terrorize people, but the moment somebody else's kid did anything, she'd just go, absolute bonkers. So, her kids...
What would terrorize?
Well, so in California, a lot of kids kind of get into soccer for whatever reason, especially, Southern California. Basketball wasn't really a thing, and baseball kind of was, but, everybody on my block played soccer. So her kids weren't allowed to play soccer in their yard because they would mess up the grass or something.
Yep.
So what would they do? Oh boy.
They'd
not fall off into space.
Where?
They would just kick soccer balls into people's garage doors. Constantly. Incessantly. You'd be in there, in your house, and it would just be bang, 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 bang. And then you'd run outside and the kids would run away. And you tell them to stop, and then they'd stop for a little bit and then come back. But eventually there'd be, like, dents in your door and stuff like that. Like, seriously, please stop. And, like, for the most part they did. But just, I know the one time I was like, seriously, stop, and she came out and yelled at me. For yelling at her kids. And, like, I was friends with the younger son, who's, like, the only one that didn't. But her daughter especially was just a terror. And her eldest son was, like, the most, not out-of-control kid I've ever met. But, like, he had no control over his own life. She would be doing, like, his science projects for him and everything. Because apparently in California, it's totally okay to do that.
This job is unsavory, but it must be
Can I get
performed
it?
by someone.
Yes, I can get around these guys. Okay. Because I need a plunger, I need shears, and I need a telephone. And I can't do any of these things. Okay. Cobweb duster.
Aww.
Oh, I don't have the thing. Damn it. Yeah, I like how the emotional baggage is just absolutely heartbreaking to look at. They did a really good job with those. This level is also huge, and it's probably one of the more, like,
Is that the graveyard?
Yes. That is kind of the end game of where we're going.
Okay.
Have to chase this thing and not fall to my death.
Black dog.
Wow. I guess I was closer than I thought. Boyd. Fire it again. Let's move the mouse. Boyd Cooper. So, the guy whose mind we're in is Boyd Cooper, of course.
So he was fired and then, or is it someone else?
Yeah, he was a security guard. He was
Okay.
fired. And he set fire to the building.
Not with milk, even though it looks like milk bottles. He must have put something else in them.
Gasoline.
Gasoline,
Can't
yep.
you tell? But yeah. And he was put in a mental asylum for it.
Okay.
So that explains Boyd. And we will continue to rummage around in this poor dude's mind some more. But we'll do that in the next episode of Wanderbots because I need to pee.
Again.
What? I record for like 4 hours a day. You have to drink constantly to keep your throat nice. And, well, your bladder responds in kind. Probably too much information. What you looking at? Get out of here. Alright, see you guys in the next episode.